One of the most emotional times that I think all of us have here is graduation night.
We've seen the struggles that they've had. We've seen where they were when they began, and it's really cool because we see them as young adults.
There has not been a graduation yet where I have not gotten choked up, and because these kids, in fact, I get choked up just thinking about it and talking about it now.
The graduation is the absolute best day. It is the absolute best day. We have kids here, the majority of our kids never thought they would graduate. They never thought they could graduate.
Bryan Community Focus Program is an alternative school for students who have struggled in traditional high school.
It's just a place for kids who had some difficulty at regular high schools, and they come here and they get their stuff done and they graduate. I mean, you come here and it's like a family.
Bryan Community Focus Program is the best school in LPS. There's no question.
Bryan Community Focus Program is the best kept secret in Lincoln Public Schools.
It's more like they go your pace and they don't overwhelm you with a lot of stuff. Granted, you know, the other schools, they'll help you if you're overwhelmed or whatever, but this is just more laid back and it goes your pace.
There's a myriad of factors that each student brings, and a large majority of our students have probably a higher level of life stressors in their life than what you would call a normal high school student.
We've chosen a mascot last year, the Phoenix, which really I think symbolizes a lot of our kids. It is a place to come and just be reborn. The kids can forget about what they did. If they're old school, they can forget about mistakes they might have made in the past. It's a place to start over. One of the biggest problems I think staff have here is even when we go to meetings, people will say, "Oh, you teach at Bryan, what did you do wrong?" And, you know, we fight that stereotype all the time. And, you know, we tell the kids that we fight it so they know they're not alone.
I hear a lot of times when I tell people that I work at Bryan, I hear, "Oh, that's the school for the bad kids," or "That's the school for kids who've gotten in trouble." And it's just simply not true.
Yeah, there are some kids that did bad things, but that's not why they're here. I actually get better grades. Like, not because the work is easier, but like I said earlier with the environment.
They have an innate desire to succeed, and it's amazing how many of them, even though school has been so frustrating, they want to graduate.
They come here because this is the best match for them. And we're so happy to be able to provide that for the kids here so that they can graduate.
So I came and I applied, went through the interview, and I just started here. I mean, I could still be at North Star if I wanted to, but I just kind of decided to come here and I really liked it, so I just decided to stay.
It's a good fit for me because, you know, I've worked with you know, these students that come here. A lot of them have had ups and downs in their, you know, throughout their educational life, and so it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and I see myself in their shoes a lot of times because, you know, at one point I was, you know, that kid that was trying to decide what I was going to do in my life, if this was really worth it. You know, the stereotypes and the categorizing. I've been through that, and I've overcome it. So I know, you know, kids can overcome it with the right support and the right and the positive expectations for them.
It's when students didn't respond in ways that I had thought that they would. So I had to take a step back and review my total expectations of how I related to students, and realize that I needed to make some changes in my teaching.
I see it as a community. That's what it is. It's Bryan Community, and it's more of a community. It's not an institution. I don't see it as an institution, but a community, a family-based environment where kids can, you know, they can be more personal and they can open up a little more.
So it's not that big of a difference, but that small difference makes that big of a difference.
I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fixed-up chappy.
The students that use the daycare all have to take a parenting class. And that course is so valuable for student parents because it teaches kids about child nutrition, child development. It allows them to learn about resources in the community that they can access to help them.
Like if she has something wrong with her, I know that I could just walk down the hall and go see her. Or if I have a bad day and I just want to just see her, I know she's here. And being here for 2 years, this being my second year, you know the people there, you have a bond with them, so you know that your kid's always safe and you know where she's going to be at all the time.
Plus, I think just the fact that having your child here in the building allows kids to feel like they can come to school.
You do have to understand, these kids do have stories. Some of them are heartbreaking. Stories that I'm amazed at the resilience of a lot of these students, that what they have come through to get here and they're still doing it. I'm not sure I'd be as strong as some of my kids.
When I look at how resilient our students are, it amazes me that they can keep working, and no matter what's happened in their life, they get up and they try again. And that is just amazes me that they have that determination and that willingness to keep working even though things have been hard for them.
I feel more drive here to graduate. I'm more sorry. I never thought once about graduation. Never. I left there my junior year and I still had no motivation for graduation. I didn't even really care if I graduated. I graduated. If I didn't, I didn't. And here it's like I'm looking forward to it, and they have so many resources here to help you, and they motivate you to graduate and to do stuff after graduation and careers, not just jobs, like careers.
And I'm so proud of each and every one of those kids, and it tells me myself that that's something as a personal quality, just to keep working and never give up, and know that when you do have issues, you rely on your friends and the people that are around you and the people in this community to help you to make things better.